So I'm getting ready for a big road trip in a couple weeks, and while I was poking around under the hood checking the fluids, I noticed that my coolant is a little bit low. So in this video I'm going to show you how to check your BMW coolant level and how to top it off. BMWs have a bunch of sensors and warning lights that'll tell you when the fluid is critically low, but it's a good idea to be proactive about checking this stuff from time to time, especially if you're about to go on a big road trip. I'd rather top it off here while I have all the supplies with me, rather than being like 5 hours away from home and having that warning light come on. Pop the hood and locate the coolant expansion tank to the left of the engine if you're looking at your car from the front. Do not open the cap when the engine is hot. You can be burned by the coolant. Slowly twist the cap counterclockwise to relieve any pressure in the system before unscrewing it all the way. Inside, you'll find a floating dipstick with indicators for the coolant level. To top it off, I prefer to use genuine BMW coolant. There are other brands that sell this formula, but the BMW one isn't very expensive, and getting the correct coolant is cheap insurance for your expensive cooling system. Coolant is poisonous, so always wear gloves when handling it. The BMW coolant isn't diluted, so we need to make a 50-50 mix with distilled water. I just use an empty water bottle for this. You can use a funnel to help pour the coolant. Just give the floating dipstick enough room to move so you can see the level rise. According to the owner's manual, the level is correct when the top of the filler neck is between the two dots. Before reinstalling the cap, I like to pour some distilled water on a cloth to clean the dry coolant off the threads of the cap and the expansion tank. This will make it easier to remove next time. Screw the cap back on until the arrow lines up with the arrow on the expansion tank. So that's really all there is to it. Just drive your car around for the next week or so, check the coolant level again, make sure that it's still at the proper level. It's not unusual to need to be topped off in between coolant changes. Now if you're finding that you have to top it off all the time, or if your coolant light keeps coming on, that tells you that you've got a leak somewhere, but besides that, you should be good to go. So go out there, check your coolant level. Remember, don't do it when the engine's hot, wait till the engine cools down. BMW Coolant, link down in the description, or just go to your dealership if that's easier. And distilled water, Walmart, 98 cents. That's all you need. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.